What's going on, man? What's going on, man? Welcome to another day of Closed on Mondays. It's your guy, Mon Skelton, the Billionaire Mon. For the ones that don't know me, now you do. Let's get into this year podcast 2025. This is actually season 4, man. I'm glad to be here. And I just want to just spread the good news to my people. For the ones that haven't heard from me since last year, let's get started. But man, let's have a small recap of last year before I dive into this podcast. Last year, man, last year was a lot of growth for me, for my family, for the people around me. It was a lot of growing as far as mental, as far as career changes, financially. Even I got I'm not gonna lie on the bag on the I'm not gonna lie on my diet or my fitness journey. It wasn't all the way good, but I had a lot of good moments last year when it comes to fitness. Great moments, great challenges, and I love doing fitness challenges, eating healthy challenges. That keeps me up. And it's a trend thing, but sometimes trend help you. The trend is your friend sometimes, but the trend help you, sometimes it hurts you, depending on how you use it, depending on if you don't build from that, it can get ugly. But it helped me more than hurt me last year. I done a lot of fitness challenges, like I said. I done a lot of fasting challenges, like doing a complete 30-day detox, eating watermelon only. I went a 30-day period eating grapes only grapes. And I had a lot of change. I seen a lot of changes. And then I got to my got back to old habits, started doing the wrong thing as far as eating the wrong food. That's when it went downhill for me. But I learned from that too. I learned that I can't go back to those old foods, those old habits, because you would pretty much reset and erase everything that you worked for. Those was the challenges and the learning portion that I got from those challenges. But now, man, just going to that recap, um, last year, just dissecting the last month, I was able to dissect my whole year, like all the things I done, all the things I accomplished, all the things that I failed at, all the time that I wasted, all the time that I gained, new connections, people that I had to remove from my life. I was able to dissect and dive deep into all of that last year. Last year, I honestly, shoot, up to that point, I was just figuring it out, man. Just figuring out what I wanted for my life. I was figuring out how I was, how I want to be remembered. How I want my family to look at me, even the ones that live with me. What kind of respect I want from them, and that's the only care I have in the world. As far as like, I don't care what people think about me, but my family, my close family, like the ones I grew up with, especially them. Sometimes I get like, yeah, I don't want them to see me in that type of light or think that about me. So I try to give them the best version of me, including like my in-house family. I want them to know daddy good. You feel me? So I was just trying to figure it out, trial and error, just testing, trying to see what the fastest way to make money. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna give it to you good, cold and cut. What I was looking for the fastest way to make money, and then I was like, didn't work for me. It didn't work for me. The more I chase money, that's when I realized I stopped caring about money. The more I chased money, the harder it was getting to get, and I sometimes it's crazy. And I always say, it's easy for me to print money, but to be honest, and I got my sweatshirt on today, too easy. But to be honest with you, the moments I didn't chase it, it came to me. It was falling in my lap. I'm like, to this day, it's still happening. I don't be asking for little gigs or side hustles or nothing. I don't advertise anything. Only thing I advertise is the things I invest in. I'm trying to make a profit from. That's it. But other than like services, because I'm great at those. Well, at the time of my life, I was great at marketing. Kind of still is. I still know the game. And then great. I was great at just building stuff from scratch, like operational systems for a business. Just starting it from scratch, especially online business. I was good at that stuff. I got an eye for it. That might be a gift. It might be a gift from God to me or whatever. But just all the times I just can remember, man, chasing the money, chasing the bag. I never was able to get my hands on it. The further it was getting away from me, the faster I was running to it, the further it was getting away. And I just learned, man, learned from that, learned from just sitting back and just watching what I need to do, what steps to take. I was taking calculated steps. And then the 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 times that God gave me to pause and look at everything, I was still like ahead. It didn't seem like it though. It didn't feel like it. I was never behind on my mortgage, never behind on like small payments or anything. I made sacrifices, I made moves to push them behind like some of those payments as far as like credit card payments and stuff like that. Just being real, laying it all on the table. It was a time where I made a decision to do something else with the money. And I went back to it, but everything up to date, man. I've been blessed this past the past 8-9 months. Been totally blessed, but just sitting back, just thinking about like all the trials I've went through. I'm like, good God, God put me through some stuff last year, but it was a good thing, man. And I tell everybody, I had a slow start, and it was a struggle to come on here and talk. And I was just giving you guys, I felt like I was giving you bad news every time I came on here. But times I did get good news. It was time I got some excellent news. But most of the times I was getting like bad news and just going through the mud, just struggling. And I was figuring out like, what do I want to do with my life? Do I want to be a full-time entrepreneur? And I was just hustling and bustling. And I felt like I was already doing it. I was already that full-time entrepreneur, just doing any and everything to get money. But the structure wasn't too good. To be honest with you, the structure wasn't too good, and it wasn't sustainable for me to continue to do it. But I've learned so much just by going through that. The only kickbacks and feedbacks that I'm getting from myself, what I was just chasing too many things at one time. Just chasing too many things at one time. And it's crazy, man. You can't do that, man. You can't chase more than one rabbit, man. You got one rabbit to chase. You chase that one rabbit, catch it, and then you go after another rabbit. But you chasing two rabbits going in two different directions at the same time. You're crazy. And I applaud the people that, oh, I got this, that, and third going on. Several businesses. I'm big on several streams of income. Big on that. But you got to get one of them started first, and then you make money with that one. And then if you want to scale it. If you like the money that's coming in, keep it like that, and you can turn on another faucet. But you got all your faucets going on at the same time. You gonna flood the house, and I ain't trying to do that no more. I'm trying to take care of the businesses that I do have, but it's flowing here and it's flowing there. Ain't no flowing all over the place. They got two separate highs. You know what I'm saying? So I'm able to keep everything separate and do it the right way. And I'm not chasing it no more. It's slow money. It's slow money. I like slow money now. I love it. Give me that slow money. I love it, man. I love it. I love it. Because that slow money is consistent. It's very consistent. You always gonna see it. You're always gonna feel it. You always sometimes you might always need it. But guess what? Sometimes you might not need it, but it's coming anyway. And that's the beauty of slow money. So to turn the faucet on and let it drip slow, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But let's get into this podcast. I can dive real deep into a recap of last year. This is not what I want to do. I just want to get into the podcast about 2025, what to expect, what I'm willing to do. Like I asked for last time. I think I mentioned feedback. Give me some type of feedback. What are you guys looking to? I love doing how-to videos, but most of the how-to videos, people still ask me, how you do this, how you do that. And I'm glad I've made them how-to videos because I send them those links. How to do this, how to do that. I send the link, man. I'm not going to repeat myself. I'm not big on repeating right now, but at the same time, I share the link. I don't mind repeating, sharing the link. But if I'm not gonna keep getting the same person the same link. It's just crazy. But last year, figuring it out. This year, we got a plan. We got a great plan this year. I'm treating every month, and I got this from a friend, man. Shout out to him. I'm trying to treat every month. This first month won't go as planned, but February we will start that treating every month, and it's crazy like a year. So I want to treat every month like a year and go all in that month with the plan I got intact. I want to go all in that month. I don't want to, and I want to build something for the future as far as like setting it up for setting February up. Not even setting February up. Setting up June or setting up August. In February. I'm not trying to do that right now, but in the future, I'll probably do it around May, but not right now. But I want to treat each and every month. It's just me giving you guys a little golden nugget. If you want to use it, use it. If you don't, that's cool too. But I want to treat every month like a year. Like, hear me out now. Hear me out. Every month like a year. So whatever you got going on, try to knock it out that month. Set up the times to do only that. If it's one thing, if it's two things, if you got more than three things, you're crazy again. You're chasing after too many rabbits. I'm advising you to do one thing. I got one thing set for February. That's why I said I had to handle some business in January. I'm currently still doing it, but it's work related, and we're gonna get to that too. But handle your business one thing at a time. If you're able to do that, if you got a goal you're trying to chase, if you got one good goal, chase it all February. You might be chasing it all year, but at least set it up in February, and then you can move on towards the other things. But that's my plan. I got a good little plan. February. I'm not gonna get into what I'm doing for February quite yet. I might mention it in February, but we will see. We'll see, man. February. I love Black History Month, so we will see what we got going on for the Feb. And also I want to mention something that's really big to me. Testing out whatever you got going on. That's not a bad thing. That's why I said I had growth from last year. I've grown a lot from testing and failing and testing all the things that I wanted to do. I was able to do it, but I was doing it like trying to test out 3, 4 different things at one time. Of course, all of them was gonna fail, but I kept one outside of those. I was just building on something on the outside, and I really wasn't winning with that. I was failing. I was failing miserably, but I was able to win towards the end. I was able to, like I said, I had a slow start. The first 6 months was ugly. My fast start, my wins started in June. My wins really April, but I'm not gonna consider it as a win. But it was like a small win. I won the war, but the battles was like in April. I won that one, It kept winning those small battles, and then I lost the first few battles. Uh, Before, like, you know what I'm saying, March or January, February, March. I lost those battles. I was losing like crap, but I was able to pick back up. Once I picked up, started winning those small battles, and then I won the war in June. That's when things changed for me. But test out whatever you got going on. You might not like what you got going on. You might not like what you think you finna set up. Test it out. Go all in to see if you like it. I did that. There was a lot of mm-ms. There was a lot of those. I'm still, they attack they're attached to me right now. Some of the things that I was doing last year was like, it's still lingering. Like, I don't even know if I'm even interested in that anymore. But the process and the everything I went through, I might as well at least finish what I started. But it's like I was chasing all those rabbits. Some of them rabbits didn't get caught, but the one rabbit that I stayed consistently chasing, I caught it, and it was a great thing for me, and it was a great thing for my family. And I'm happy that I was able to stick with the script, and continue to do that. But I'm telling you right now, do not do not go through that, man. Test out what you got going on, one thing at a time. You're not really gonna know if you like. I don't want to. I can't think of no good examples or analogies, but you're not gonna know if you like everything until you give it a try. It's like hard. It's hard for me to taste food with, you know how you get one spoonful of this and this, that, and third. You got three things on one spoon, and you taste. You like might be good. See, it's like I said, hard for me to give you an analogy, but at the same time, it might be a bad taste because the mixture is not good. You know, like, you can't mix everything. But to me, try and test out whatever you want, whatever you got going on. Test it out each. If you got 5 things, you give it a try, one thing at a time. If you like all 5, hey, I pray you get it. I pray you do what you do. But hey, man, hey, it ain't up to me. It's up to you. But getting back to this unique plan for the year. I plan on doing everything. Like I said, 4 or 5 weeks. That's gonna be my year mark. Then I got 11 years left in this year. You feel me? It's crazy, man. My buddy gave me that idea, and he's already started. And I was like, dang, bro, I'm glad you gave me that nugget, cause I can plan like that. And I was planning on doing something very similar, because I said I was gonna do one thing at a time. But to treat it like that, man, that's just a game changer for me. And I feel like it's gonna allow me to accomplish a lot more, or allow me to determine if I like it or not, which is the best thing ever. So and just keep stay focused, man. Stay consistent. Do everything you gotta do to get it done. But another thing that I want to just lean on a little bit, I value my family so much now, because I felt like I lost a lot of time with them last year. I felt like I sacrificed so much time away from them, and I don't regret it, because I wouldn't be here if I did. I wouldn't be here in the position I'm in if I didn't sacrifice the time. A lot of countless nights, a lot of dad ain't gonna be home tonight, because I was working overnight, uh, studying during the day, sleeping during the day. I had to get my sleep in and all that stuff. Just doing all of those things just to get to where I'm at. And it counted, but it was like, dang, bro, I can't keep doing stuff like this, because I'm losing time with my family. I don't want to be I want to be the working dad, but not the working dad I never see. I don't want to be that dad. I don't ever spend time with my dad. I don't want to be that dad at all. So I've been spending a lot more time with him, extra time. We've been doing a lot of things, extra stuff outside the house, just getting having fun, trying to live life a little bit more than what we used to live in the past. But every year, is getting interesting for my kids, so I'm liking it, and I'm sure they loving it. They're not hard to please, so hey, I'm gonna keep doing what I gotta do. But stick to the script, man. Just stick to the script. If you need anything, I'm here. Folks always say that. If you need anything, call me. They be lying, man. But for real though, if you need anything like advice, hit me up, DM me if you don't got my information. Contact me. You know what I'm saying? I drop my links. I always drop my links. But hey, man, ain't gonna hold up too much of your time. Ain't gonna hold up too much of your time. It's getting I know I dropped it on lunch, so gave you 20 minutes to listen to me or to watch me while you was eating. So enjoy. Hopefully you enjoyed my podcast. Like I said, I'm gonna bring some great content this year. I drop at least 12, 13 episodes. I said I was gonna drop about 50. Man, I tried. Man, I had too much on my plate. Chasing multiple rabbits. But look, this one rabbit, we're gonna try to steer ahead and just keep it on track. But man, look, like I said, I'm here if you need me. We out, man. Too easy, man. I got this merch. Got this merch going crazy. These hoodies, these t-shirts. You feel me? So if you trying to get merched up, hit me up. I got my links, and I can bless you with something, man. We outie.